Now, it is the pay package of all pay packages. Tesla shareholders approved a deal for Elon Musk worth a staggering $56 million. It's 44 million pounds. If implemented, it would make him the highest paid chief executive in US history. Now, Mr. Musk told crowds who chanted his name at the shareholders meeting in Austin, Texas, that he loved them. Well, small-scale investors in the electric car firm overwhelmingly backed the pay deal, but there was opposition from some big institutions who viewed it as excessive. Now, the pay package still faces a legal challenge in Delaware, where it was blocked by a judge last year. So let's talk to Chris Roebuck, an entrepreneurial leadership speaker. He joins us now. Chris, good to talk to you.
Good to see you.
Is anyone ever worth that much money, do you think?
Well, the shareholders of Tesla, obviously, some of them think that he is worth it, but some of the institutional shareholders think probably not in terms of what he's delivered. And from a non-business, perhaps a moral perspective, many people might suggest the answer is no, on the basis that that pay package could actually build 35 hospitals in disadvantaged communities across the US.
Yeah, and I'm just going to be really clear. I said 56 million in that introduction because it's still a bonkers number, but it's actually 56 billion. It's absolutely insane, isn't it? So it's worth us getting that right. And you said that, I mean, what that money could have done. You might say, though, that any chief executive, that money has to be voted on by the board. So all the shareholders who've approved it, not all, but some have approved it, haven't they? And it's linked to him delivering performance in the company. So if he's met those targets, does he not get the cash?
Well, it gets more complicated, which is what the judge said, because when this was first approved, some of the shareholders thought that it wasn't completely transparent about what he had to do to get this award. And that's why they went to court. And the judge turned around and examined the award and said, one, it's unfathomable. Two, the board is conflicted because there are many of his friends on the board, and that it was fundamentally not transparent. And that's why it was blocked. So this is not about just the pay. It's about corporate governance. It's about ethics. It's about integrity. And it's about leadership. But Elon doesn't like to be told no.
Yeah, and what does it mean from a leadership point of view? Because this is, what you do day in, day out. What sort of message does it send to people that are working in each of his companies? Because remember, there's a few of them, aren't there? It's not just Tesla. We talk a lot about that, but it's also X, of course, formerly Twitter, SpaceX, Starlink, Neuralink, XAI, all of his latest projects. And he's got bosses in all of these and workers in all of these.
Well, absolutely. I mean, he is to some degree an absentee CEO, not particularly visible. But we know for a fact that what happens is that employees, particularly leaders in organizations, copy the behavior of the people at the top. So if you look at the example that Elon Musk is giving to his other leaders, it makes you wonder what their behavior could potentially be like inside the organization, because the attitude seems to be this is about not we, it's about me. And if all the leaders in his organizations focus on the me and not the we, his organizations will not do very well in the long term.
And quickly, Chris, I mean, where are the checks and balances in this? Is there anyone who can then step in? As you said, there's potentially a court case that will follow, but is there no one that's got overview of saying $56 billion is too much for any one person to be paid?
If it's transparent, even if it's transparent and the shareholders approve it, even if it is as easy as falling off a log, he would legally get it. It's just that it wasn't fully transparent.
Chris, always good to talk to you. Thank you for your insight onto all these sorts of things. Chris Roebuck there, management leadership expert.